Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Thermal Club Racetrack, a private membership-based track outside of Palm Springs, California, where I have been invited to drive a couple of Mazdas. Forgive the driving suit, it's a little silly for a road car, but I'm getting in the MX5 Cup next, and so I figured just stay dressed. This is the 2017 MX5 RF, and that stands for Retractable Hardtop. I don't know what the letters stand for, but roof folder, maybe. Don't know. The point is, it replaces the Power Retractable Hardtop version of the Miata. It has a folding hard roof. It's a good-looking little car. I like it immediately just from looking at it. This is the club version, which starts at $31,500. It weighs a little bit more, about 100 pounds more than the soft roof Miata, 2,450 pounds with the 6-speed manual as tested. It has the same 2-liter, 155 horsepower, 148 pound of torque, Skyactiv NA motor, and it should be a lot of fun. The biggest complaint I had with the regular ND Miata is that the wind noise and the refinement at highway speeds were not really where I wanted them to be. So this RF should change that. I'm a little scrunched in here with a helmet, although without the helmet I actually fit just fine, with the exception of my knee, which gets hit on this window switch panel on the door. So we're gonna head out on the thermal track and see how this guy does. The regular MX5 is super tossable and flickable, and this thermal course is a beautiful facility. I haven't driven the current configuration before today, but I did get some orientation laps, so I know where I'm going. A little extra bolstering in the seat could do some wonders here. Not a lot of power, obviously. This is the definition of momentum car. I have traction control off, but I've been told that I should stay off some of the curbs or it might actually come back on its own, which could be interesting. Love the notchiness of the gear lever. Great pedals for heel towing. Sharp turn in, you get some body roll, but very predictable. Really fun in the transitions. It is, as I said, heavier than the soft roof by about 100 pounds, but still pretty flickable. A little bit of tire squeal. Oh, feeling it though. Tightens, oversteer. Bumpy curbs on exit. This is a really fun little track. Oh, I'm feeling this right now. A lot of full throttle in this car so far, though. Good firm brake pedal. Right to that 7,000 RPM red line. Ran out of revs just at the right time there. Eyes up, Farah. Eyes up, eyes up. Onto that curb. Transition through these over-the-hill S's. Oh, this thing feels pretty good. This would be a really good learning car. Definitely not too much power. Definitely not going to get in over your head in one of these. Oh, really direct gear lever. I like that a lot. And much, much quieter in here than the soft roof car. Much quieter. Ooh. Brake pedals getting a little soft, a little early though. Like most Miatas, I imagine this thing will see pads and fluid swap very soon. But if you can hear it, you know, the soft roof car, you get a lot of wind noise, especially at highway speeds, and we are certainly at highway speeds here, at least at highway speeds. There's 70, there's 80, 85, 90, 95, and there's touching 100 right as it comes time to brake for this right-hander without much track out to work with afterwards. It's good. I got my AC cranking. It's very hot today, about 85 degrees here in Palm Desert. Really predictable car though. This is good. A lot of fun. Light, flickable. I mean, even for a car with a folding hard roof for 2,400 pounds, 2,450. Oh God, did I blow that corner. Wow. That was a mess of an apex, and I apologize for my clumsiness there. Still learning the track, still learning the car. Brakes are getting a little warm. Well, they said stay off the curbs, otherwise traction control might bring itself back on, but so far that has not happened. Trying to keep that momentum, and I ran out of revs there, but it doesn't die. When you hit red line, it just stays there. So you can ride that red line a bit if you need to at the track. What you don't want to see at a track car is when you hit that red line, you don't want the power to just completely die. That's no bueno. So fortunately it doesn't do that. If you run out of gear, it just lets you ride it a little bit for a second or two until you get to that next corner. The inputs are really good here. The steering is very light. Pedals have good placement. Tires talk to you, they're squealing, but it's really easy to lose a bit of traction without it becoming a problem. You can correct pretty much anything. 205 section rear tires. I'm sorry, I don't know what they are at the front, but maybe square, could be square. It would be good economically if they were square, so you could rotate them. Into fourth gear. Pretty good. Just pretty good. I'm not going to brake too deep into these corners because I can just feel that pedal getting a little soft, and don't want to find myself in a wall, which there are plenty of here at Thermal. Really lovely little track though. Yes. Oversteer is easy and very correctable. Look at that, see? See, you can oversteer it under braking and then just go flat to the floor. You don't even need to modulate. You can correct it by just going flat and then steering out of it. It's quite brilliant. It's good. Very good. Here's where I run out of gear. Nope, not quite. This is very nice. Having a good old time. Here's where I run out of gear, but it doesn't die. Tires are starting to get a little greasy. I can feel possible oversteer coming. Ride that curb. Ride that curb. Stay off this curb. Look at this. Well, I'm not going to drift it there because there's a wall that I don't like very much. But it feels flickable. Really good front-rear balance. Really easy to steer. Really easy to point. Really easy to recover if you end up in a place you're maybe not supposed to be. Temps are looking good, right in the middle, right at about 210 Fahrenheit, hasn't moved an inch. Well, an inch would be overheating in this gauge, but it hasn't moved a metaphorical inch. Oh, I'm definitely feeling this guy. This is a fun little ride. Also, this track is like pretty much perfect MX5 racetrack. This is great. I'm gonna have to get one of these as a presser. Got a little harder on the brakes there. Although the pedal gets some softness in it after one lap, the brakes themselves have not really lost any of their effectiveness. That's good. Keep me safe. I'll probably go in after this lap. Real easy to oversteer there. Going to third here. Beautiful. Beautiful, fun little car. That was fucking terrible. My foot slipped off the pedal for the blip there. That was my fault. It happens. It's getting a little hot and toasty in the old Farah helmet. Well, let me cool off the brakes before I bring it in, so we don't start a fuego. This is a neat little car, man. I was a fan of the Power Hardtop car, the NC, and I'm definitely a fan of this. If you're my height, which is 6'3", you may have a little bit of trouble with a helmet. Although clearly you can see it is doable. It is just it's just not ideal. Without a helmet, no problem at all. And I've got Batim in the Club Sport Cayman, and I'm gonna bail off here and let him do his thing. But that was quite lovely. This car is a lot of fun to toss around, to move around, to get it to slide, to feel the front and the back moving as the tires warm up, and then recover it. You could really learn how to be a good driver in one of these cars. That's nothing new, and it doesn't feel too heavy, and it doesn't feel too messy. And unless you drove it really directly back to back with the soft top, you probably wouldn't feel the weight difference, but you may really come to appreciate the difference in refinement on the highway. So thank you to Mazda for having me out to Thermal today. This was great. And I'm going to hop out of this RF and into the MX5 Cup race car, which should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.